this is getting insane at this point. We literally got off for a couple minutes to start editing, and I see NBC News, a whole bunch of different articles, TMZ, so many others are now reporting that a man tried to break into Drake's home just the day after the security guard got shot, and all this investigation, cops are all around the house trying to figure out what's going on. I'm sure security's on high alert. And a man tries to break in. And now I'm starting to think, is my man Drake not safe in his own home? Was it a bad decision selling that Calabasas home? The embassy looks like the hardest place to get touched at, and that's where people keep trying to touch Drake. Person apprehended by police outside Drake's Toronto home. The incident follows a shooting at Drake's home on Tuesday in which a security guard was seriously injured. Today's just Wednesday, brother. Today is just Wednesday. That happened yesterday. I see Act Post. TMZ reports that a man tried to gain access to Drake's Toronto mansion and gets into a scuffle with his security before being taken into custody by police. There is no word if Drake was home during the incident. Drake had another security scare at his Toronto home, only this was stopped dead in his tracks before things could get ugly, and now a man is in police custody. Sources with direct knowledge confirmed to TMZ cops were called to Drake's mansion Wednesday in Bridle Path neighborhood, where his home was subject to a drive-by shooting just yesterday. Now we're told they arrived to deal with a would-be intruder. Our sources tell us a man attempted to gain access to Drake's crib, but we're told he was immediately apprehended at the front gate and didn't get onto the actual ground. We're told he was held and detained until officers could arrive, at which point he was turned over to the police. Toronto PD tells us the alleged attempted trespasser was apprehended under the Mental Health Act. According to Canada's Global News reporter Tracy Tong, the man apparently said he was here to see Drake. She also says there was a scuffle with security guards. By the way, our sources tell us the security presence around Drake's property has been increased generally, so more hands on deck. As we reported, this marks the second incident at Drake's house in about 24 hours. Remember, one of the security guards was shot early Tuesday morning after an identified suspect drove by and fired off rounds at the premises, which seriously wounded the guard. Conditions was reported as serious, and we know he was hospitalized as a result. No word on whether Drake was home for either running, but we know he's in Toronto. Of course, all of the activities comes on the heels of his widely publicized beef with Kendrick Lamar. Cops say they are aware of the element but haven't said there's a connection. No one has been arrested yet for the drive-by shooting, but cops are obviously investigating. There is so much going on right now. Like, a dude, he has to be crazy. That's why they said the mental health thing. He has to be crazy. You know there's extra security guards there. You know there's extra 12. You lucky you didn't see Chubbs out there cutting the grass and he bumped into you. His security said they threw hands and restrained him and then turned him over to the police. But that could have got really ugly for this guy. Also, we must protect Drake. Like, I get rap battles, going back and forth. Drake is still Drake, my guy. Like, let's not forget who Drizzy is. And for Toronto to be the ones to do anything to him really shows you, brother. Really shows you, because he's the only one that's really put on for the six in music history that I know. Who you gonna say? Snow? Informer, I lick your boom boom down. Like, that's what you're gonna say over Drake? Snow? That's what y'all taking? Snow? Can't say The Weeknd, even though The Weeknd was getting popular, but what really got him through the moon was when he started doing them features with Drake and that OVOXO came out. Justin Bieber, I guess, but that's what y'all gonna trade in Drake for? J Biebs? To each his own, man, to each his own. But look, nobody reps the six harder than Drake to me, and the fact that both incidents happened to Drake at his home in less than 24 hours, and if he's in Toronto, where else would he be other than that 20 million, 100 million, or whatever, 20 million, 40 million, 60 million dollar home? I don't know exactly how much it costs, but it looks like it costs a lot. Where else would you be staying in Toronto if you're there? Let's see what more information we can get about this. Shout out to NBC for the information we're about to read.
By Rebecca Cohen, Matthew Johnson and Diana Dasworth. Toronto police have apprehended a person who attempted to get onto rapper Drake's property in the Canadian city, authorities said Wednesday. Authorities were called to the property after a person attempted to gain access, police said. A source familiar with Drake's property told NBC News, the man didn't break in. He was immediately confronted at the gate by security and turned over to the police. Police said the incident was not a criminal matter and that no details about the person apprehended would be released. Citing the Mental Health Act. The Mental Health Act in Ontario is a law that sets parameters for how to help people having a mental health crisis. It also provides a means for people to receive an emergency assessment without their consent through support of a physician or a justice of the peace, police said. Police would not confirm the exact location of the attempted break-in, but did confirm the incident took place at the same location as a shooting Tuesday, which occurred at Drake's property. Police also said this has nothing to do with the investigation from Tuesday. On Tuesday, a security guard was seriously injured in a shooting outside Drake's Toronto mansion just after 2 a.m. Police said they believe the guard was shot from a vehicle which then fled the scene. The guard was standing outside a gate when he was shot and injured. The guard was in the hospital in serious condition. Inspector Paul Kravchuk said Tuesday. Drake, who has made headlines in recent days while he has been involved in a rap beef with Kendrick Lamar, was not injured in the shooting, a representative for the rapper said at the time. His representatives declined to comment on the shooting incident, citing an active police investigation. It is not clear whether Drake was home at the time of the Tuesday shooting or during the Wednesday incident.
I don't like how the detectives are like, nah, for sure this has nothing to do with the shooting the day before. I don't think it does either, because nobody's that dumb to go do a shooting then try to go right back the next day knowing security is so high. But you don't feel comfortable telling us the dude's age that was shot if Drake was home, but you feel comfortable telling us that it has nothing to do with the shooting the day before. My only fear is, what's next? Will this continue? Is Drake's house under attack? Should Drake feel safe at the embassy right now, or should he leave for a little bit until things cool down? That's the thoughts running through my head. Like, is he safe in that house? And out of all houses, you would think during the apocalypse you would be safe in the embassy. But even though I could say no one's got past the fence, that's what it sounds like. So again, I guess you are safe. Nobody's gotten past the fence, but we found out that you can shoot through the fence. That's what we started finding out. They can shoot through the fence. Let's see what more information comes out about this. Was the guy mentally ill? I feel like he was just a fan that saw all this was going on and went out there. Or it was Famous Richard. It was Famous Richard. Allegedly. Remember Famous Richard tried to break into Diddy's house a couple days ago? Y'all like, hey, where's Diddy? Try to get under the gate. Security came running and all that. Yo, I'm telling you, this is not a fun game to play right now in a situation like this.
What Diddy at? No. Hey, man, what Diddy at? Okay, Dad. Did he do it? Yo. Hey, what Diddy at? I'm looking for Diddy. Man, what Diddy at? Okay, Dad. Did he do it? Hey, what Diddy at? I'm looking for Diddy. Did he do it? Hold on, he come, hello. Did he do it?
Either it was Famous Richard or a crazy fan. You guys let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. We're on that way to 10,000 subscribers. We will be doing a giveaway when we get to that 10,000. I'm not sure if we're doing Yeezy stuff. I'm not sure if we're doing Supreme, but we will be doing something. That I could tell.